Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Vinod Handika Bramsta, and today I would like to talk about COVID-19 or the impact of COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic has led to a dramatic loss of human life worldwide and present an unprecedented challenge to public health, food system, and the world of work. The economy and social disruption caused by the pandemic is devastating. Tens of millions of people are at a risk of falling into extreme poverty, while the number of undernourished people currently estimated at 690 millions could increase by up to 132 millions by the end of the year. Millions of enterprises face an existential threat. Nearly half of the world's 3.3 billion global workforce are at risk of losing their livelihood. Informal economy workers are particularly vulnerable because the majority lack of protection and access to quality health care and have lost access to productive assets. Without the means to earn an income during lockdown, many are unable to feed themselves and their families. For most, no income means no food, or at best, less food and less nutritious food. The pandemic has been affecting the pandemic has been affecting the entire food system and has laid bare its fragile border closures. Trade restriction and confinement measures have been preventing farmers from workers from harvesting crops, thus disrupt the domestic and international food supply chains and reducing access to healthy, safe, and diverse diet. The pandemic has decided jobs and placed millions of livelihoods at risk. As breadwinners lose jobs, fall ill, and die, the food security and nutrition of millions of women and men are under threat. With those in low-income countries, particularly the most margina, margini, margin, marginalized population, which includes small-scale farmers and indigenous people, being hard hit. Millions of agriculture workers, wage and self-employed while feeding the world regularly face high level of working poverty, malnutrition and poor health, and suffer from lack of safety and labor protection as well as other types of abuse. With low and irregular incomes and lack of social support, many of them spur to continue working, often in unsafe conditions, thus exposing themselves and their family to additional risk. Further, when experiencing income losses, they may resort to negative coping strategies such as distress sale of assets, predatory loan, or child labor. Migrant agricultural workers are particularly vulnerable because they face risk in their transport, working, and living conditions and struggle to access support measures put in place by government. Guaranteed the safety and health of all agri-food workers from primary producer to those involved in food process, transport, and retail, including street food vendor, as well as better income and protection will be critical to saving lives and protect public health, people livelihood, and food security. Now is the time for global solidarity and support, especially with the most vulnerable in our society. particularly in the emergency and developing world. Only together can we overcome the intertwined health and social and economic impact of the pandemic, and prevent its escalation into proactive humanitarian and food security catastrophe with the potential loss of already achieved development gain. So, guys, we can survive this, and we can be like the same before. So we have to survive. Thank you very much.